It's Dragworld Day, woo! Yeah. We're going to Sainsbury's because we need chewing gum. These are the looks.
It might be cold, that's what I'm surprised at. I thought it would be really
I know. We're getting funny looks, but we're loving it. And we're about to leave. I might have to borrow a bit of Sainsbury's. I want to show everyone. This is everyone's looks. Yes. This light is disgusting. We're about to meet Katya in the queue. I'm shaking and crying. I'm literally shaking. I'm going to get Katya to be in the YouTube video.
Yeah. And that actually looks really nice.
We were about to meet Katya, as you saw, and we got ripped. Sophia? Sorry. And then she left. And this woman at her booth is really rude, so if you're watching, you're rude. She was like, that's why we got green. There's no need. But yeah, we're queuing for Tatiana. Hopefully
should we like meet her all together? Or?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her to get in the video. Oh, I want to watch what Tatiana. Hi.
What's your name, darling?
Bella.
What's your question?
And my question is, what's the makeup trend that you hate the most?
Oh my god. Liquid liner. To this day, I mean, yes, I can still do it successfully, but my heart still races when it's time for liquid liner. Anyone relate? That's not a trend. The liquid liner is not a trend. Oh, I thought she said what makeup do you not like. No. What makeup trend do you hate the most?
Yeah.
Liquid liner is like the most classic thing possible. No, we love liquid liner. It's a must. Thank you. A trend you don't like. I don't like all the eyebrow trends, personally. Like what? Like the metallic or like lots of printers, lots of glitter. Like when you use like a lot of chunky glitter, it just looks like a chunky chunk.
In fact, people create dramatic looks. And what am I going to do? Pick apart somebody else's face? It's not my thing. Yeah. But I do, all the twin sisters. But that's because we have a different bond. And when you're with somebody, you can talk candidly. The thing that I look at with makeup is the trend with highlighting and contouring that became so massive with, you know, the girls like the Kardashians. And that coming back, and a lot of the work that we get to do in the cosmetic world is because we were a sense of the origins of what that kind of makeup was from, because of the theatrical paint. So what I would say is highlighting on the skin, placement. If you have a perfect canvas to work with, you can paint highlight anywhere you like and get that glow, like you glow up everything. And it just looks like illuminated, it's beautiful. But I'd say if you have a breakout, avoid the bump, because you don't want to add silver or gold to the top of a pimple, because it's going to only show the pimple. And my skin goes through hell, and when it's bumpy here or there, I only put the shine on top of the cheekbone. It's literally that simple. You move it away from the texture. And, you know, having a beard and a mustache, it can be a little rough.
I don't know what you're talking about. So essentially what you're saying is, Faye, avoid textured areas with something that will illuminate. Like so basically, what?
Maybe not. You're about to meet Jiggly. I want to say, may I call you Jiggly? Would that be weird? May I call you Jiggly? If I go, nice. Huh? If I go, nice.
Should I get a picture of my phone?
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. Thank you.
Yeah, I love your dungarees.
Lipstick, what shade is it?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know because I knew.
Never mind. It's nice.
I know it's a Sephora book.
Okay.
It's a Sephora, so yeah.
Oh,
That's nice.
You guys have Sephora here?
No. I don't think so. No.
I'll show you. It's like a magenta red.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit like mine, but like nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we have four?
Yes.
Can I ask you?
We could be like a little mix, bitch.
We could do one on here if you
Can I
press.
be Jessie though?
Yeah.
Can I be Jessie?
I'll be Jade. Can you hold it, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just press
It's a
start.
video though.
Oh.
Well, might as well. Hi guys.
We're back in the hotel because we're doing an outfit change.
Not
because we think
we're the shit.
Oh no, it's not too hot. Yeah. We just met Jiggly, and that's the last thing I filmed. Oh, she was nice, wasn't she?
Yeah, sure.
She went, I'll be Jessie, I was like, I'll be Jade.
I couldn't remember anyone's name.
I didn't know what she said. I really just didn't know what she was saying. So I just kind of like, yeah. I just left her alone.
Oh my gosh, shiny foreheads. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Estamos.
She said konnichiwa.
Hemos terminado Dragworld Day 1. How do you feel? We all stand for you.
This
feel
lighting's
horror.
not nice, Bella.
I know it's not.
Jump in a car.
The lighting's so bad. There we go. Day 2. Gosh, I can imagine it. You know what's sad? You could be meeting Katie today and I'm watching Bridget Jones. A mood. Could be meeting Katia today. I just wanted to. Katia just walked in. We're in the hotel. I don't like my makeup, but got my choker on, so everything's okay.
I'm saying hi to Alaska Thunderfuck 5000!
Musical memory. The first cassette tape I ever had was Ace of Base, The Sign. Like, it's really good. If you don't know it, you really should look them up. Like, their music is really amazingly produced. And I was really jealous because my my cousin Chad got a tape player and a cassette tape of Ace of Base, and I was so pissed. And I said, I want that for my birthday, and I got it.
Can we have a sing-along?
Saw the sign, and I opened up my eyes. I saw the sign, life is humanity without understanding. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. No one gonna leave you up to it into the night where you belong. That's a good song.
That is a good song. Wait, is there?
My earliest musical. Okay. So I don't know if they do this here, but they have like bring your parent to school day. And do they do that here? No. Okay. Well, in America, we bring our parents to school, and then they tell us what they do for a living, which can either be very embarrassing or very cool. And one of the kids' parents was a DJ or whatever for the radio station, and he was like, "Hey, I have all these cool CDs," but it was when CDs were just coming out, and I feel really old, but CDs were just coming out, and you had to play a game to win a CD. And I remember I won the game, and I picked the CD that was it had like rainbows all over it, and it was like super sparkly. And I brought it home and I showed my dad, and I was like, "Dad, look what I got! Look at this song, or this CD. It's amazing!" And it was Reba McEntire.
Yeah.
And my dad should have known I was gay.
And that's why you're wearing red hair today.
Oh, I know who that is.
Yes.
Oh, Reba. I get it.
Oh, Reba. Oh, yeah.
Reba.
I didn't, honestly, to be honest with you, I didn't even know who Reba at the time was. And my dad was like, "Why did you pick Reba McEntire?" I was like, "It's pretty. It's rainbows."
Makes sense. And you may recognize this next panelist from the hit FX television show Pose. Jiggles, what was your first musical memory?
I was like 2 or 3, and it was watching Michael Jackson's Thriller on MTV. I was like, "Oh my God, this is so scary and it's so cool at the same time." And ever since then, I was like, I always was like, okay, I want to be like Michael Jackson when I grow up.
Jiggles, who is your, can I call you Jiggly?
Yes, you may call it.
You did music, but you did it cross-dressed as a man.
Hey, yo, what's up? Yeah. I love singing in drag, I do, but I feel more comfortable and genuine singing as my real authentic self. And Jeremy, and I just got engaged at the time that my album came out, and I wanted to give him something super, super special that like no one ever did, like, and well, A, money, but B, a ring, and then C, the album is completely about my husband, Michael, and so every track on the album, oh yeah, go ahead.
This is the vulnerability America was looking for.
It was edited out. So, so every song on the album actually is about either if we had a fight, a special moment that we had when we first had made love and all this stuff. Like, so each song is like super personal to me, and it was different than like pop and like dance and stuff. It was R&B. And so I remember when I was really like nervous because I was competing against like real R&B artists on the charts, and I didn't get #1, and that's okay because I was #2 to Solange Knowles, and I was like, I'll be #2 to a Knowles any day.
Give it up for Fifi's number 2.
Yeah, I'll be #2. I'm fine with that. No, but I was really proud of
She's a real nice to me. You'll see. Sunny body down and wine and all around. Sunny body down and wine and all around.
Thank you for coming. Hi, we're waiting in the queue for Violet. I've not filmed anything today, but I've got panel clips. So yeah, we met Katya. That happened. It happened. Yeah, I'll cry about that later. Me and Emily have swapped shoes and I can't walk. Ignore my current appearance, but I've realised that I've not been very clear about what the clips are. So the following clips are from the gender panel, which is one of my favourite panels that I've ever seen. It was so interesting, and like Jinx made me cry just because like everything she said was just so like, I can't describe it, but it just, yeah, you'll know what I mean after you've seen the clips. And then the clips after that are from the Decade of Drag panel, which is one of the funniest panels I've ever watched. Like, Katya was just so funny in it. So, yeah.
Introducing ourselves and saying our preferred pronouns. I'm Jinx Monsoon, and my preferred pronouns are they, them, or she, her, hers. I like they, them, but you can call me she, her, anytime, because the future is female. that I would rather be a woman than a boy. And she asked me outright at 7 years old, would you rather be a little girl than a little boy? And I said, yes. And she said, okay, well then this is what we're going to do. We're gonna take you to the doctor, they're gonna give you medicine, and then one day, when you're old enough, they'll chop your penis off. That's what my mom said, and it was progressive for the time. This is 23 years ago. It was progressive that my mom was even having the conversation with me so young, and she was doing her best. But we weren't having the conversation back then that we're having today, which is some women have penises, some men have vaginas, and that's fine. So if at 7 years old my mom was like, would you rather be a girl? And I said yes. She could have then said, well, you could either be a girl with a vagina, or you could be a girl with a penis. Which would you like to be, you know? But no, instead she said, we're gonna chop your penis off. And I decided at that point I wasn't going to transition. But now I'm 30 years old and I'm like, I know I'm gonna be an old woman someday. I don't know, maybe I'm taking the slow and steady route. I don't know where my future lies for my own personal gender, but I do know I'm keeping it wide open for however I feel as I continue to age into the beautiful MILF that I am.
Beautiful MILF. Turns out to be different as well, and kind of what gender norms look like within specifically cis male gay community, and hopefully in the future that will kind of work itself out as well. I'm not sure exactly what steps need to be taken, but I feel like that needs to be talked about a lot more and acknowledged and called out a bit more. It's something that I have to deal with as someone who's gender. I know you have to deal with it too. I mean, I'm sure we all deal with it.
I mean, I completely agree. The future gender for me is the destruction of assumption. It is taking away what you believe I can do before I can do it. Especially operating as a drag queen in my current biological setting. I'm sick and tired of people telling me, oh, you can't do that because of this, you can't do that because of this. I feel the future gender is going to would be the eradicating of the word you can't.
Yeah.
It would be the listening and accepting you are.
Yeah.
There is the transition that we'll be moving into where we see the person before us and they tell us and they express themselves to us before we build anything up for ourselves. And that's really where I really want drag and gender to go. That would be lovely.
Yeah, let's work towards that.
The destruction of assumption. That was beautifully put. I'm gonna write slogans for presidents one day. Hashtag.
Yeah.
When you're there, and if people aren't laughing, like you don't really get. I mean, sure, there's a crew, but like you don't have an audience. So if nobody in the crew is laughing at all, it's really horrible.
Yeah, you don't even know if you're being funny.
No, you don't really know
until you see it on TV.
Yeah. From All Stars 2, I actually recall. I don't remember anybody laughing at me, and I was having a good time. But I was like, oh, this is great. I'm not going to win, and it's not going very well, but I'm having a good time. And then you watch it back, and you're like, oh, that was great. Yes, this is strange. The bombing snatch game is so painful. It's so painful. I watched All Stars 3 a couple months ago, and I saw Trixie. Oh my God, that was horrifying.
But that was your first Snatch Game, right?
That was her first Snatch Game.
And let me tell you, when you get to Snatch Game, it's one of the most things that you have it prepared in your mind, and then you get there and you realize that it's probably 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, it's really long.
Silence.
Yeah.
And if Rue doesn't laugh the first time, she's not laughing the rest of the time.
If you start out weak, it just is really hard to pick up momentum after that. Getting better, only getting worse. Usually, what happens is like she'll you'll introduce yourself and maybe get the first question and get a laugh, and then if you kind of if you hit like a bump, then you can get thrown off your focus, and it just becomes this horrible like car crash.
And it's
pretty bad.
everyone that you're competing with talking at the same time.
Yeah.
Really hard to like come up with some jabs and interactions, and also having to write down some funny.
Excellent voice myself. So can I show you?
Please.
What is your least favorite type of challenge?
We had Bianca just like reading everybody through the entire season. So yeah, that's my face.
What about you, Manila?
It's a toss-up between season 1 because it was so new and there was nothing like it on TV at the time, and anything with a drag queen I was just in love with, and it was the first time seeing.
I think my favorite. It's a toss-up between season 4 and season 5. I like season 5 gets a little bit of overkill with the Coco and Alyssa drama, but I think either season 4 or season 5. I'm not really sure. I actually tried out for season 3 my first year.
Oh, you actually made it into the casting special.
You know, I tried out and I got a call back and I got so excited and I waited by the phone for like a month. And then I was just like waiting, and then I heard that they started filming it and I cried.
Really?
But then I saw the season and I was like, oh shit. That I would have gone home first, so thank God I wasn't on it. I feel like season 3 was the hardest season.
For some people.
Something like ice.
Or like saws that come out of the floor.
Yeah.
Maybe like a blowtorch. I'm not sure.
Boulder.
Maybe Me Man First comes up and picks you up.
And it would be nice that if they had like if the girl who was eliminated, you know, if they're not gonna kill them, I guess that you can't really kill them, but maybe a trap door, and then they fall down here. A chute where they have
a chute of shame.
Yeah, a shame chute.
The the sachet chute.
Yeah, and they gotta look at like the chute is lined with pictures from their childhood, and then they'll cry and they'll have to talk about it.
Well, they would actually be lined with photos of jujubee, so you can knock them down as well.
Yeah.
Hey, Juju, where people.
Next question.
How about someone in the front so we can actually hear? How about you right there, right in the center?
Yeah. Okay, the question was, if you had to do Snatch Game again, but instead of a celebrity, you had to do a past queen, which one would you do?
Because none of the past queens are celebrities. No!
Oh,
I would do Latrice Royale.
Okay. Yeah.
So I could get stoned.
I would do,
I would do Jessica Wilde.
She just thought of a name and just said it out loud.
She has such like a very specific like accent, like, hello sister, oh my god, I love you so much. I love this drink. Oh,
that sounds perfect.
Great.
I'd like you, Tammy Brown.
Oh my god, yeah.
Hello. Yeah, great. Next question.
You're right here. Go.
I don't know how I would phrase this, but I would challenge the girls to do something that was like a ball, like sometimes, you know, they do the 3 looks. Like one is super, super comfortable couture, super, super disgusting couture, and then like a pattern problem, mismatched visual assault couture.
Fair.
Yeah. No chance. I'm just kidding.
Can you do it in the style of Maya Angelou?
For the record, I would like to thank Tatiana. I think of my life in 2 sections, before I heard the same parts and after I heard the same parts. And I think we're all the better for it. Thank you, Tatiana.
Is that it?
We'll do like one more little one, huh? One more little one.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the microphone? Oh, there we go, yeah.
Yeah,
Hi, Rosanna. I love you so much. Look who I'm here with. I wish you were here. Thank you so much for all your love and support. You're so beautiful.
She'll love that, thank you. We've got to leave and we've just been to Sainsbury's. I've not even filmed anything today because we've just been for breakfast. What else have we done? Makeup, cried, watched Fifi's performance more than 5 times. That's not even a joke.
Yeah, that's not a joke.
And a van, I'm going to insert a clip here, just went past that said O'Hara Bros on it. And that's cruel.
But I got a cheese sandwich, so everything's okay.
And I've got cheese and tomato pasta, so real good. We're going back into the hotel, getting our bags, and then are we going?
Should we sit for a bit?
Yeah, we'll sit for a bit.
Is it close to use it off too?
Yeah. And I'd prefer to sit in there than sit. We could sit in there and do our talk about the weekend. Yeah. I think this makeup is the best I've done all weekend.
I really like my makeup today. Like it's so like bland.
Yeah, I like the red on my nose.
Oh, it's the
IKEA. We stand one department store. Let's get the lift, I can't be arsed. Oh, this music, what was that?
But everything's really sad.
Oh, we're gonna complain about our neighbours.
Oh, it's so annoying. I could hardly even sleep.
Yeah.
No, I can hear.
If you can hear, stop banging.
Yeah, and there's a picture of me when I saw Violet walk past.
Oh, it's really
yesterday,
funny.
And it's my favourite picture.
Yeah, we're stand focusing.
Yeah.
My favourite photo is us with Katia, but we been new. Actually, I don't even think I told the vlog that we met Katia. I'm acting really chill about it, but I wasn't, was I?
Like, which one? This one.
414. Great start. Nick. Okay. I thought I'd sit down and talk about the weekend. I did film one with Emily earlier, which is going to go on her channel, but it was just way too long to include in this video. And we rambled, so I'm going to just do it quickly now. I've had the best weekend ever. Like, that's my dog in the background, by the way. Just being surrounded by people that are all like me and people that understand my interests and that have the exact same interests as me. It was just so, like, I just loved it so much. All the queens were so nice and, like, yeah, people were shouting outside. I'm finding it hard to articulate this weekend. Oh, look at Dolly. Because I'm very tired. I've been crying a lot because I miss the weekend. But I've just really, 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 really enjoyed myself. And thank you to everyone who's been a part of this weekend. One of my biggest highlights was meeting Katia. I've not spoken about Katia on this channel before because I haven't really got a chance. But Katia's been one of the people that I've always looked up to. Like, I'm not going to go into too much detail now, but like, just, yeah, I love Katia a lot, like a lot. And because she's one of the people whose content always cheers me up, like, because she's so funny and I can relate to her a lot about different things. And I just really love Katia. I love all the queens I met. Fifi is such a sweetheart. Like, she made sure that she met everyone that wanted to meet her for free as well. And I saw her at the drag ball as well and she was amazing. I went to Dragworld not being like a Fifi stan. Like, I didn't hate her, I just didn't really have like an opinion.
But I'm walking away from Dragworld being like a huge Fifi fan. Like, I've got her post notives on now. I keep tweeting and she keeps tweeting me. I really love Fifi, and I really respect her for taking the time to meet everyone that wanted to meet her and not charging, because she really understands that she has a lot of young fans that don't have a lot of money, and the fact it was just really kind of her. And Fame was so nice. I told her about my channel and that like I started it because of her YouTube videos, and she was like, thank God for that, because you need to share this with the world. And that's just so, like, to hear that from Miss Fame was amazing. I feel like I'm missing people out, but I'm so overwhelmed. I met everyone in Powerhouse, and that just meant the world to me, because we've all been friends for so long now and had this group chat, and we've all kind of got such a close bond. But I'd only met Emily from Powerhouse and obviously Sophia, but like we knew. And just to meet them and for us all to be in one place was really nice. Like, I love them all so much. All my internet friends that I've met, I just love and I miss them. Ella, Susie, big shout out to you. Mwah, love you. Soraya, it was so nice to reunite with you. Love you. Molly, it's been so long and I love you. Just everyone. I love you all that I've met this weekend. I can't like pick a single thing that was bad about this weekend, literally. The panels were so good. Like, the panels were amazing. Like, I really enjoyed them. I can't remember any of the conversation with Katia because I was so overwhelmed and it was such a blur. I got my Katia t-shirt for £10. Like, how mad's that? That's so cheap. And my chokers that were meant to come before this weekend finally came today, so yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sad to be back in Sheffield. I just want to stay in London and do Dragworld every day because it was the best weekend ever. Me and Emily have cried so much today. I'm gonna insert clips because it's not even funny how much we've cried. Huge shout out to Emily and her mum for letting me stay with them and for everything this weekend. Oh, I'm so tired. For everything this weekend. I've sent them a massive paragraph already, but I just want to say thank you again and I love you because it's just been so nice and I've had the best time, and I'm finding it hard to form sentences. I'm not tired, I'm running on very little sleep, and I'm very emotionally open. Emotionally drained. There's been a lot of emotions this weekend. I've just had the best time. That's it. That is it. I've just had the best weekend and I just want to do it all over again and I can't wait for next year. But thank you for watching if you made it this far. I know this vlog's a long one. I don't know if I'm going to do the drag ball as a separate one because the performances from that were amazing and they definitely need to go up on my channel. But it will make this video so long, so maybe I'll just upload them separately. Would you like that? Definitely watch them all, make sure you watch them all because they're really good. But yeah, I love you all, I love drag, I love everything. Thanks for watching.